Today's topic, single phase half wave control rectifier with freewheeling diode. So in the previous session we have discussed single phase half wave control rectifier with inductive load. There were many drawbacks of single phase half wave control rectifier with inductive load. To overcome these drawbacks such as poor efficiency, low output voltage, we will be using a freewheeling diode in addition with the inductive load. This freewheeling diode, when used with the inductive load, the drawbacks of the single phase half wave control rectifier with inductive load will be removed. So if you have a look of this circuit diagram of the inductive load, we observe that an inductor with resistance. This is a half wave rectifier. So when we look at the output, it is observed that we obtain a negative load voltage from time interval T1 to T11 and so on and so forth for every positive cycle. So after end of every positive half cycle, we will obtain a negative load voltage. This additional negative load voltage will reduce the overall efficiency of the half wave control rectifier with inductive load. Now why we are getting this negative voltage? Because the voltage across inductor is generated. This is back EMF generated by the inductor. Now our aim is to remove this back EMF. And when we will be in a position to remove this back EMF generated by this inductive load, our efficiency will increase when we are using a inductive load. This negative voltage is also coming because SCR is remaining in its on state. So we have to turn it off during the negative half cycle. So by using a freewheeling diode in parallel with the inductive load, this negative voltage will be removed. We will discuss and see in detail how the freewheeling diode helps in removing this negative load voltage. So in this block diagram, we can see that how the freewheeling diode is connected with respect to load. It is connected in reverse bias and it is connected in parallel to the load. This DF indicates freewheeling diode connected in parallel with the load. Now what are the effects of freewheeling diode when they are connected with the load? So many circuits, particularly those which are half or uncontrolled rectifiers, includes a diode across the load as shown in this figure. This diode is described variously as a commutating diode or a freewheeling diode or a flywheel diode or a bypass diode. This diode is commonly described as a commutating diode. Commutating means turning off, as its function is to commute or transfer load current away from the rectifier whenever load voltage goes into a reverse state. So what is its main function? Its main function is to transfer the load current away from the rectifier whenever the load voltage goes into a reverse state. This diode serves as two main functions. It prevents the reversal of load voltage, but there will be some minute voltage drop across this diode. That is obvious because this diode, whenever it is forward bias or reverse bias, it has some resistance, and some the voltage drop will occur across that diode. It transfers the load current away from the main rectifier, thereby allowing all of its thyristors or SCRs to regain their blocking states. So these are the two main functions of the freewheeling diodes. Now this diagram shows how a freewheeling diode is connected across a inductive load. The current flowing through the freewheeling diode is represented by small I suffix d. Current flowing through thyristor or SCR is shown by IT. Current flowing through load is shown by IL. The load and the current waveforms will be shown in this figure. Now we will have a close analysis, detailed analysis, how the reverse or half waving that was occurring in the inductive load is removed by using a freewheeling diode. So with this diode, the SCR is not able to conduct beyond 180 degree. So we can see that after 180 degree, after pi, there is no load voltage. It is removed. So if we compare these two waveforms, we see that in this figure 4.8, we are obtaining a half waving. This is called as half waving, a reverse load voltage because of the inductive load. In figure 4.11, there is no reverse voltage, there is no half waving. This half waving is removed by using a freewheeling diode. We know that during the positive half cycle, the voltage is induced in the inductance. Now this induced voltage in inductance will change its polarity as di by dt changes its sign, and diode DF will start conducting as soon as the induced voltage is of sufficient magnitude, thereby enabling the inductance to discharge its stored energy to the resistance. So whenever there is current flowing through the inductor, there will be some opposition offered by the inductance. Now what is the function of inductor? To oppose the rate of change of current. Okay, now this rate of change of current is opposed by the inductor, and diode DF, as it is reverse biased, so during the positive half cycle it will not conduct, but as soon as the negative voltage is coming because of the half waving, the diode will conduct and the inductor will discharged. Hence, after 180 degree, the load current will freewheel through the diode and reverse voltage will appear across the thyristor. So here the reverse voltage is appeared across a thyristor after the 180 degree of in after 180 degree of input cycle. Means after pi, when a negative half cycle comes, there is no half waving. The inductance is discharged to the through the free will diode, okay, and hence will obtain a full negative half cycle across SCR. Where we are getting the output voltage? We are getting the output voltage across the inductive load. What is VT? VT is the voltage across the SCR. What is load voltage? voltage across the inductive load. The power flow from the input takes place when the thyristor is conducting. So if there is no freewheeling diode, during the negative portion of the supply voltage, the SCR returns the energy stored in the load inductance to the supply line. Means what is happening? If there is no diode, then we are getting the half weighing. Why half weighing? Because the SCR is returning the energy stored in the inductance to the supply line. So with diode DF, freewheeling action takes place and no power is returned into the source. The half waving or the negative voltage is not returned back to the source. Hence, the ratio of reactive power flowing from the input to the total power consumed in the load is less for phase control circuit with a freewheeling diode, and hence the overall output power is increased. In other words, we can say that the freewheeling diode improves the input power factor. Now let us see how the power factor is improved. So mathematically it is given by E into I sine phi divided by EI. It is less. Since sine of phi is less, therefore the power factor is improved. Now we will see what is the efficiency of this rectifier. Now the rectifier efficiency is given by eta. It is the ratio of output DC power obtained across the load to the RMS load power. So it is given by the equation E square DC by R. And what is ERMS? ERMS equals to EM pi minus alpha 4 pi plus sine 2 alpha by 8 pi raised to the power half. If we calculate this, then we will get this formula. This formula is very large. It's a big formula. So eta is equal to Em by 2 pi 1 plus cos alpha whole square by R divided by square root of Em pi minus alpha 4 pi plus sine 2 alpha by 8 pi. Form factor is the ratio of ERMS by EDC and it is expressed in percentage. Ripple factor is given by form factor square minus 1 whole to the power half. In other words, ripple factor is equals to the square root of form factor square minus 1, and it is also expressed in percentage. Transformer utilization factor TUF, it is the ratio of PDC DC output power divided by ES into IS. ES means secondary voltage and IS means secondary current. So TUF is equals to E square DC by R divided by Em by root 2 multiplied by ERMS by R. Peak inverse voltage, that is the reverse voltage the SCR can handle safely, is given by Em or the maximum input voltage. And the sign will be negative. So at the end of this, we can conclude the working of the half wave rectifier with a freewheeling diode, that the freewheeling diode prevents the negative flow of current back to the supply, and hence we do not obtain any negative voltage. So during the positive half cycle of the input supply, anode is positive with respect to cathode. Okay, so this SCR acts as a closed switch. It acts as a short circuit and the current will flow through the inductor. Okay, the current will flow through the inductor. The current will not flow through this diode because the diode is reverse bias, hence it acts as a open switch. And when the current will flow through the SCR, when we are applying the triggering pulses. So after angle firing angle alpha, the SCR is triggered. Okay, the SCR is triggered and the current starts flowing. The current starts flowing through the inductive load. So during the negative half cycle, anode is negative and cathode is positive. Okay, as anode is negative, cathode is positive, the SCR is reverse bias and it acts as a open switch. If it is acting as an open switch, then from where the current will flow? Now the current will flow through this diode. And this current which is flowing through diode will try to cancel the back EMF generated with the load during the positive half cycle. So this freewheeling diode, okay, this freewheeling diode will try to isolate this rectifier. It will take away the reverse load current away from the rectifier, and hence we will not obtain any half waving during the negative half cycle. And hence if there is no negative voltage during the negative half cycle, we can say that the efficiency of the rectifier has been improved by using this freewheeling diode. So what is happening by using this freewheeling diode? Using this freewheeling diode, the reverse current is flowing through the diode. It is taking all the reverse current, and this back EMF generated by the inductive load and this current will cancel each other, and hence we will not get any reverse voltage, any reverse load voltage. So using this very simple freewheeling diode, the efficiency of the half wave rectifier with inductive load is automatically improved. So this is all about half wave rectifier with freewheeling diode, and